guys, welcome back to my part 2 of culture shock in Canada. Things that have shocked me in Canada. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. If you are watching this part 2, make sure you watch part 1 as well, because it's a continuation from part 1. Part 1 became long, and so I decided to make a part 2. So it's a continuation. Another thing that shocked me when I came to this country is the fact that you need appointments for everything. Everything. See, I'm now trying to think of something that a place that I've managed to go to without an appointment. It is school. And this is after I was done with everything, and I know my classes start at 8:15 and I can be there at that time. But you just need an appointment for everything. You need an appointment for the hospital, you need an appointment to the bank, you need an appointment to government offices, you need an appointment to the mechanic, you need an appointment to go to restaurants, you need an appointment to go to the hospitals, you need an appointment for everything. Like everything. Like you can't just walk into someone's salon. Like how? No, you need an appointment for them to be able to do your hair, and if you're not coming, you have to let them know, because they always have a waiting list. They have someone who could have come at that time, and so they're going to charge you if you don't show up at that time, or if you don't show up for that day, because they would have lost an opportunity to make money. So you just need an appointment for everything. You need an appointment to go to the spa. You guys, it's so insane here. Like, I mean, I like the whole thing. Like, there's a discipline that comes with it. There's a discipline that comes with it. You plan your day, you plan your time and everything. Unlike in Uganda, where I want to do my hair, I can just walk into a salon and they undo this and wash my hair and plait something and I walk out. Here you can't just do that. And when you book an appointment, you have to let them know exactly what they're going to have to do for you. Like, let's say in the case of a salon, you have to let them know you have to undo my braids, wash my hair, blow dry it and plait it, so they know that is about this much hours, and they're gonna charge you according to the hours as well. So it's a whole new system for me in terms of that. I'm so used to just walking into a doctor's office. When you're sick, you need an appointment to be able to see a doctor. That is one thing that it kind of makes me feel bad, that even when I'm sick, I can't just walk into the hospital. Of course, you can walk into the emergency side of the hospital, but they will not see you immediately. Still, of course, you would have to make a line and all that. Sometimes it takes hours. Sometimes it takes hours at the emergency and everything. But you just need appointments for almost everything. If you want them to work on you at a certain time, you have to call early and inform them, and then they can give you time, a slot where you can come, and you can come at the time and they'll attend to you. It will be just you, because you are the person they're supposed to attend to at that time. Something else that shocked me, big shocker for me when I got to this country, is that there are actually homeless people in Canada. Yes. There are actually homeless people in Canada. The nice thing about it, though, is that the government tries to provide for them, get them shelter, get them housing. So there's shelter for them, there's housing, they have food, and everything is done by the government. So that's the thing. But I was shocked coming to this country, when I came to this country, and I got to find out there are actually people who are homeless. Like, why are they homeless? I would not go there, but they do have homeless people. Just like in Africa, we also have homeless people. We have people who don't have a home, and we have people who live on the streets. They prefer to live on the streets and everything. So that shocked me. Another thing that shocked me is the fact that not all roads are the way we see them in the magazines and the movies. They have some bumpy, rough roads here as well. If you've watched my video of when I was talking about how I drive in the winter, you should have noticed they actually do have rough roads. Not every road is, clean and smooth and everything. No, they do have bumpy roads. The nice thing is that the government, they try to maintain them as much as possible. I mean, there are times when you're passing a road this week, the next week you're passing and it's closed off, or part of it is closed off for maintenance and all that. So they actually work on them. And most of these roads are not like highways or frequently used roads. So yeah, they are like smaller roads and everything. They're like smaller roads and everything, so, but they still do exist, okay? So another thing that shocked me when I came to this country is people want to be addressed by their names. Like this thing of finding someone and you're like, good morning sir, good morning madam. They don't like it. You know how here, I mean, you know how in Uganda when you're addressing someone you barely know, or an elder or someone of respect, and you know, in society you would go sir, madam. People here love to be addressed by their names. I saw that from, like, let's say even at school, my teacher, he didn't like this whole idea of sir, excuse me sir. No, you'd have to call his name. If his name is Martin, you have to say, excuse me Martin. I was thinking this and this and this. Excuse me George. This, like, there's nothing, there's no sir, madam here, sir here. So it was a shock for me, and it took me a while to learn how to address people by that, like by their name, you know. And you have to ask how their names are pronounced, because it's actually a bit rude to, you know, to mispronounce someone's name. And also when you're writing it down, you should be sure of the spellings and all that, because they are very critical about those things. When you're writing down someone's name, whether in an email or what, you have to cross-check to make sure you have written the name correctly. So that was a shocker for me, coming from a country where excuse me sir, hello madam, good evening madam was a very common thing, to hello Betty, this and this and this, hello Jennifer, this and this and this. So that's how it is here anyways. Guys, another thing that I found really fascinating for me is the thrift shops here. Yes, they do have thrift shops, but as you know, most of the things that they have in this country are like those designer labels that we know, the Forever 21s, there are those, what are they called? There's Zara, Forever 21, H&M and all that. So it's very interesting for me when you go to the thrift shop and you come out with this Zara jacket and it's in very good shape. Let me tell you, it's in very good shape. So the other time I went to the thrift shop and I got myself this very beautiful shirt, and then I went back. I went sometime later when I went to an H&M shop. I found the same thing on sale. I was like, so this is at the thrift shop and it's also at the main shop. So it's pretty interesting for me like that. Thrift shops are actually very cool, very fun, and they have clean clothes. The clothes don't smell so, you know, like the other ones, mivumba. In Uganda we call it mivumba. I don't know how to say it in English. If you're Ugandan and you know what mivumba is in English, leave it in the comment. But there's no that smell of mivumba, you know. No, it's, you know, they are well kept and everything, and they are real shops. Like thrift shops here are like our boutique, you know, our boutiques in Uganda. You know, those small boutiques and all that. That's how the thrift shops look like here in Quebec anyways. The ones I've been to, and I've been to 2 so far, and they all look like real big boutiques and everything, but they tell you we sell secondhand, which is really cool. And the prices are like down, you know, the prices are really cut down. Like I can get a H&M jean at the thrift shop at half the price of what I would get it at the main shop. So all those things make it really cool. That shocked me here when I got here, because I'm like, so why are we going to the other H&M if we can get this here? But anyways, not everything you would get the other side you'd also get here. So sometimes you have to go the extra mile and go to the other shop to get what you want. Another thing is the whole jobs available and everything. In Canada, there are jobs, you can't lack a job and everything. It's kind of true, and it's also kind of wrong to say, oh, there are jobs, you can't, depending on what you want to do. Yes, there are jobs, there are warehouse jobs, there are factory jobs and all that. But if you are a career person, if you're a professional person, it's not as easy as getting a job in a warehouse, or, you know, if you're a lawyer, a doctor, you know, a teacher, it's not the same. You're an engineer, you're a practicing, let's say, accountant and all that. It would not be so easy for you to it is doable. There are people who get their jobs in line of that, but it's also not easy, and they are not so common like that, you know. But if you're this kind of person, I can work in a warehouse, I can work in a factory, I can do these small here jobs, here hand jobs and whatnot. Those ones are there. You cannot run out of job. You move from one job to another, to another, to another. But professional jobs, honey, it's not the same. It's not the same. That's why I said, yes, jobs are there in plenty, but they're also not there. Also, in regards to jobs, I have noticed that here, there's no shame in what job you get. So whatever job you get, whether you're working in a factory, a warehouse, or you're a doctor, or you are a nurse in a hospital, or in a elderly people's home, there's no shame in whatever. People here, like I said earlier, they mind their business. And also, it is a job. As long as it can pay your bills, it is a job. People here work like 2-3 jobs, and no one really cares like that. Like it doesn't matter what you do, as long as it is legal, as long as it brings money to the table, as long as you can pay your bills. No one is going to judge you whether you're working in a factory where you are cleaning poop or whatever it is. As long as it brings in the money, it's good to go, you know. No one really cares. Another thing that I don't know if this is a shock, but I'll bring it up anyways. Another thing I've noticed here, that it's very, very hard to make friends. People here tend to make cliques. People tend to make cliques, and most of these cliques are made. Canada is a very diverse country, like you've already heard, you already know, very diverse. So there are so many different tribes of people from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from everywhere in the world, from the Americas. Like there's everywhere, from everywhere in the world, right? So this is how it is. People tend to make cliques, you know, based on like, and it's not every day, it's not everywhere, like it's not 100%. Of course there are people who are mixed up, making friends here and there and all that, but it's a very common sight, and it's very hard for you to just break into these circles and become friends with all these people, you know. So you tend to find that most Africans keep with just the Africans. Now when we come to the Africans, now break it down. Here in Quebec where I stay, there's a lot of Rwandese, Cameroon, people from Cameroon, there's Congolese, there is Cote d'Ivoire. Quebec, being a French-speaking city in Canada, has a lot of people from like African countries that are francophone, you know. So most times you'll find them together, right? Now then comes me, a Ugandan from an Anglophone country. First of all, Ugandans, why do you hate Quebec? Why do you not want to come to Quebec? I hate the fact that I rarely find Ugandans here. The other day I met someone. I didn't meet him like me. So I have this friend of mine at work who, when he found out I was from Uganda, he told me, oh my God, I know someone from Uganda. I'm like, here in Quebec? And he's like, yes, here in Quebec. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so cool. So it so happened that that day, his ride took long to come, so I gave him a lift. Now I dropped him at his place, and then he goes, wait, give me like a minute or two, I'll be back outside, I want to show you something. And I'm like, okay. So here I was in his parking waiting, and he comes back with some guy, and the guy, and he's like, you remember when I told you I have someone, like I have a friend who speaks Luganda, who is from Uganda? I'm like, yeah. He's like, this is the guy. And I'm like, oh my, I was blown. The guy was excited to see me. I was excited to see him. He was so happy. I was so happy. He's like, man, this is the dopest thing I have seen in this country for the 5 years that I've been living in Quebec. Like, yo, so you're from Uganda? I'm like, yeah, when did you come? You know, and all that. So he said it's very rare to find Ugandans here. Anyways, most Ugandans, when they come to this country, they move to like Ottawa and Toronto. Someone told me, if you want to live in a community of Ugandans, go to Toronto, go to Ottawa. That is where they live. They want to live in cities. Ugandans don't want to live in like other cities, especially like now Quebec. Ugandans, first of all, we hardly have French in our country. We hardly speak French in our country. We have French classes in my country, like in secondary school for 2 years. That's senior 1 and senior 2. Senior 3, you can drop French. So most people just drop French. So Ugandans don't speak French. So I understand the whole purpose, the whole reason of not coming to Quebec. And so here I am in Quebec, a Ugandan who is Anglophone, who comes from an English-speaking country, living here. And then people are in cliques, and I don't have anyone to be in a clique with because I don't speak French, or I know that kind of stuff. I think I should move. I think I should leave Quebec. Anyways, guys, so those are some of the shockers. Those are some of the things that have shocked me about living in Canada so far. And it's just the winter. And remember, I got here when we were getting into the winter. So, and I'm still getting shocked at a lot of things. A lot of things still happen, and I'm like, what, you know, and all that. So there are so many good things, you know, obviously, that shock me almost every day. I'm like, this is so dope. This is so cool. And then there are things that make me go like, oh, how come I didn't know about this? Like, yo, this is so strange. Like, no one talks about this and all that. But anyways, those are the things. It's beautiful here. I enjoy the food. I'm getting used to the weather and all that. So it's all good. It's all good. We just need some more Ugandans in Quebec. We just need some more Ugandans. Bring your love and light to Quebec. Bring your beauties and your lovely selves to Quebec. So what else? Thank you guys so much for watching this video to the end. Please don't forget to like the video. Leave me a comment down below in the comments section, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Please, I'm begging you, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. I think I've talked too much. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave me a comment. I always love reading your comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you so much.